Let's talk about the skill books in NIKKE and progression in general of your characters, why it's slow, hopefully some fixes that ShiftUp could implement, and also let me know what's your opinion on this topic, because I believe even for new players it's really difficult to just focus on a few NIKKEs to level up and just get like maybe one team, maybe two, but we are getting more and more game modes where you need 5 teams. So how do you expect me to have 5 teams if I cannot invest in 25 units, right? So let's talk about that before we start. It seems all of my videos are getting not demonetized, they're getting limited ads. I think it's because I swear too much. So I'm gonna try to be more family friendly, which is gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard, but it is what it is, guys. I will probably be swearing and I will forget it, but that's what we'll try to do. So hit the like, subscribe, and let's get started. Now, skill progressions in NIKKE are something really interesting. I am a day 1 player, and I only have right now 2 units at 10, 10, 10. The rest of my units, as you can see, 7, 5, 5, 8, 8, 9, and this is pretty good right now. 10, 9, 7, pretty good. 10, 4, 10, which is the optimal. 8, 8, 6, 5, 5, 7. Like, as you can see, it starts going down the more I go down, right? 4, 1, 4, 7, 5, 6. It keeps going down. There's some units that might have more. For example, Snow White is not built yet. I need to keep working on her. I'm lazy. 9 on the burst. My helm 5, 4, 6, 8, 9, 6 because I like blank. I want to get her to 10, 10, 10 because waifu, Modernia 9, 10, 6, so on and so forth. The amount of books that you need to get the skill from 1 to 10 is literally 1.1k tier 1 materials, 775 tier 2 manuals, and then 315 books for tier 3, be it a skill or a burst. That amount is incredibly big. Again, I'm a day 1 player, and as you can see, I have only 2 units that are 10, 10, 10, and a few that are close to also getting some skills at level 10. And they are introducing at least 2 new units per month. There's maybe only once or twice where we have only 1 unit, right? We have almost 100 units at this point in the game, and they keep introducing at least 2 per month, making it even harder to say, okay, what units do I want to focus on? New units keep coming out. I want to test them. I want to invest a little bit in them to be able to make proper reviews. But we cannot do all of that. Of course, you can always open your wallet, but that's not something I am willing to do right now because I already spent enough money in this game, or at least I think I spent enough money. So for example, I buy mission passes. I haven't bought this one. I buy custom gachas, and I also buy pulls from the event shops, usually the first and the second one. I never buy the third one because I think it's a lot, but that might change in the future. So again, I only buy pools and skins with pools. I don't want to be wasting money only for buying materials. At least for my current income, it doesn't feel as rewarding. It doesn't feel rewarding at all. So that's why I only buy pools and gems. Now that said, how can NIKKE fix this? How can NIKKE give us more books? And before we get into that, do let me know, do you think this is a real problem? Do you think we need to get more materials in general for character progression? Or do you feel it's good right now? So right now, where you buy some of the burst manuals? You can buy some in the shop sometimes. So for example, if we go to the arena shop, you can buy some. I'm not gonna be even talking about this trash in the shop. I might make a separate video talking about this arena shop because it's awful, and that's literally it. You cannot buy anything else. Even in the other shops, that's the only thing that you can be buying. Let me get this one. Oh no, what I left that one in there alone. The other way of getting manuals is with events, of course, which is never a lot, or is nowhere near enough to justify the events being worth it, even though I feel events are nice, at least have a variety of rewards. And then lastly, of course, Simulation Room. Now, Simulation Room is interesting because difficulty 5 right now for most players, it's an easy clear. You do this in 2 minutes, and then you move on with your dailies. We need to do this because you need the books, but it's boring. And there is no other incentives to do it rather than because I am required to do so if I want to keep progressing, right? So how can NIKKE fix these problems? Where can we get more skill books? The first one that I will do is Simulation Room. I will add Simulation Room 6 and 7. I hope this comes with the first anniversary. I really think that would be nice if we can get more books that way, and also a little bit more of a challenge. I also think the shop, the arena shop, should be reworked again. I might make like a bigger video talking about the normal shop because it's quite bad. Overall, the whole shop needs a rework in my opinion. I will make a separate video, but to talk only about arena, I wish we could buy tier 3 and burst manuals as well, because right now you cannot ever get them. Same with the manuals too, you cannot get them here, and they are the most scarce resource. Of course, you can buy the monthly card for 15 bucks, I believe, and you will get more books. But come on, we need more ways, even for free-to-play and light spenders. And then also something pretty interesting, it will be getting some of those books into the event shop. So we are getting 1 or 2 events per month. It would be nice if in those shops, I think they have pretty good things right now. We are getting a whole level of cordats with the events. We are getting 2 multis. We are getting plenty of things, right? But I wish we also had some books, because right now you can buy Burst Mana 1s, Skill Manas 2, Burst Manas 2, but you cannot get the T3 books in here. So you can only get a few of the second ones and a few of the first ones. So getting the third ones in here will be huge as well. So hopefully we see that change as well. Now, why do we need more ways of being able to purchase books and skill books? This is pretty simple. Right now, solo raid, union raid require 3 and 5 teams. How do you expect me to have 25 semi-invested units to stay competitive unless it's by paying? And yes, I know it's a gacha, I know they expect me to pay, but they also find ways of balancing for free-to-play players to find it enjoyable, so you stay in the game and you don't leave, right? And that's pretty simple. So 25 units is a huge amount of units. Again, this is fine, right? You expect me to have all the way up until here of invested units and having 5 teams that I can use in solo raid. That there is no way free-to-play players have that. I don't have that, once again, and I spend money. So as you can see, 4, 5, 4, 6, 7, 5, these units are not invested at all. I will not consider them to be invested yet, right? I will consider 7 to 8. That's when you start investing into the units, and when things start getting pretty good for them and they start getting pretty strong. Also, like I was saying previously, we are getting more and more units in the game, and it's really hard for new players to justify investing in them. So let's say they release a new unit and they are like, okay guys, this is the unit, this is the kit, and you really like it, but you cannot invest in that unit. You cannot use it for your main progression, and it's gonna be at least a couple months until you might be able to do so. And yes, we can also talk about resource management, but let's be real. Once again, if you are getting 6 units in 2 months, it's hard to pick which ones you're going to be investing in. And also it's hard when 4 of those units are really good. Well, 3 are really good and 1 is decent. Summer Annie's both near collapse units, so 2B and A2, and also Helm Aquamarine is decent. I wouldn't say she's meta, she's decent. Only for the cooldown reduction. Now, another possible solution could be if they just let us have the permanent full burst weekend. This is a really good event. Every time there's a full burst weekend, we have more people playing the game. We have more people on the streams asking for help to clear, asking for tips on how to clear those bosses, and that's nice. It also helps with player retention because people want to log in to get those rewards. So I don't know why that's not a permanent thing yet. I hope it becomes one. On Destiny Child, it was a permanent thing. Every weekend you had double materials. I think, please someone correct me if I'm wrong. So I hope that also comes here. Other than that, there's not much really to talk about. We could talk about rocks as well, custom models. That's also something else that we could make a separate video maybe, because that's a whole different topic when it comes to gear progression, rerolls, and how hard it is to get those materials. But let's talk about that some other day. However, that's going to be it for the rambling of this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the support like always. Thank you to all the Patreons for making this content possible. Good luck with your pool dinner dates, and see you in the next one.
役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことだ。